preschool friends. This is Mrs. Pamela, and this week we are doing another math lesson. So our math lesson today is on identifying numerals, and that means that we are going to learn to count objects and then associate them with a written number. Like here, when we look at our card, we have our cards, and on the back they have counters. So we can see there's one red square, and if you flip it over, you can see our number 1. So we're going to practice that today with our different cards. So let's go ahead and try with our 1. Okay, so now I have one red square. Which row or column matches that? That's right, I see 1 here. So I have one counter here, and that matches my 1 on my card. So I'm going to flip it over again, and there's our number 1. Awesome. Okay, let's check the next card and see what we have. Okay, this time I have yellow squares, and I have 1, 2, 3. Now which group matches that? That's right, this one. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 counters and 3 counters on here, so they matched. Let's flip over the card, and there's our number 3. So show me 3 fingers. Good job. Okay, now I have another card, and this card has orange counters. So which one matches over here? Is it this one? That one, good job. So let's count our counters because they match what's on here. We have 1, 2. Okay, so now we know we have 2 counters. Let's see what number matches our 2. There we go. That is number 2. Show me 2 fingers. And we have our number 2 here, and we have 2 counters. Good job. Okay, here's my next card. Now I have green ones. Which group matches my green? That's right, I have green counters here. So let's count to see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's flip the card over and see what our number 4 looks like, and show me 4 fingers. Good job. So this is our number 4, and we had 4 counters. Okay, let's try our last card. Now I have blue ones here, and which one matches that? That's right, this group is our blue one. So let's count to see how many counters we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we have 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5. Here is our number 5, and show me 5 fingers. Good job. So that's our written number 5. Great job. Now we're going to do a little activity. We're going to use these counter cards and cups. And I'm going to show you how to do the activity. And then at home, you can practice. So I'm going to set up my cups. Then I'm going to put my counters next to it. Then I'm going to place counters on the counting card. Okay, so now I have all my counters set up, and then I have cups with each card. Now you're going to help me count the counters on here. Let's start out with the red one first. Okay, so I have 1 red square counter. I'm going to put it into my cup. Okay, so I have 1 counter in my cup. Now I'm going to flip my card to see what number it is. That's right, it's number 1. Now we're going to practice writing our number 1. You're going to use your finger to trace the number 1 in the air. So you always start at the top near the smiley face, and then you make a big line down, and you stop at the line. And that's how you write your number 1. Now you guys practice with your finger. Good job. So we counted our 1. Okay, let's try the next one here. We have green counters. Okay, help me count and see how many I have. I'm going to put them into my cup. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have 4 counters in my cup. I have 4 counters on my card. So I'm going to flip it over to see what number I have. Does anybody remember what number that is? That's right, it's number 4. Good job. Now we're going to try to trace this in the air with our finger again. So you always start up here towards the smiling face, and you're going to make a little line down to the middle, walks across the dark night, jumps to the top, and says, I did it, with a big line down. Now you guys practice. Good job. Let's see what our next card has. Okay, now we have yellow counters. And let's see if we can count how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3. And we have 3 on our card. Okay, now let's flip it over and see what number that is. That's right, it's our number 3. So when you write your number 3, you start up here near the smiley face, and you're going to make a little curve to the middle, and then make a little curve to the bottom of the line. Let's see if you can try it at home with your finger. Make your number 3. Good job. Okay, so let's see what our next cup has. Okay, so count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. So I have 5 in my cup. Let's flip it over and see what number we have. So what number is that? That's right. It is our number 5. Good job. Okay, so when you write your number 5, you start up near the smiley face, you make a little line down to the middle, it starts to rain, and you make a little curve around, and then you put a little line at the top to stop the rain. Then you try it with your finger in the air. You make a little line down to the middle, it starts to rain and makes a curve around, then you put a line at the top to stop the rain. Good job. Okay, let's try our last card and see what number that is. Okay, so now I'm going to count my orange squares. I have 1, 2, and I have 2 on my card. I'm going to flip it over to see what number I have. And what number is that? That's right, it's our number 2. So when you write your number 2, you start out near the smiley face, and you make a big curve that stops at the line, and it walks away on the bottom. So when you get finished practicing this activity at home, either post a picture to Facebook or send it to your teacher, because we love to see all the hard work that you're doing. And have a great Thursday. Bye.